Welcome to the BNI Effect, the home of amazing conversations with Brisbane BNI members sharing tips on how you can get the most out of your BNI membership. I'm Tony Meredith, and ordinarily I'm a business coach, but today I'm your host and fellow BNI member, bringing you yet another exciting interview with a Brisbane BNI member. Today's episode is episode number 78, and today's guest is Jodie Eade. G'day, Jodie. How are you?
I'm great, thanks, Tony.
Thank you for being here. Why don't we kick it off by you giving us a little bit of an overview about you, your business, and the services that you provide?
Okay, so my name's Jodie. I have a business. I'm a business consultant and systems strategist, and my tag is I'm the No BS business consultant. So basically, I say it as it is. If you want a fluffy service, I'm probably not ideal for you. So, but I do get things done.
Well, hey, that's amazing. So when you talk about systems, just explain that for the viewers and listeners.
Okay, so it's basically the back end of your business, so your systems and your processes. So if we have an example, a client flow system, how a client comes into into your business, the journey they go through to the end product and beyond, and the nurturing. So that's just one system, but it's one we do talk about a lot, and it's one that a lot of people actually fail their clients with. I work pretty heavily with that one.
Right. Okay. So you then, who are the types of clients that you work with, Jodie?
Anyone in a service-based business, so anyone that has clients, anyone who has already got customers that they've been running through their business, and then people who are wanting to scale. So I help them make sure that everything is streamlined and systemized so that we can put more people into the business and they don't have leaks.
Fantastic. And how long have you
Hmm.
been in business for?
A couple of years permanently. I also have wear many hats as people do. So I'm also a nurse. I work as a nurse full time still, 3 days a week, and I do coaching the other 4 days of the
Oh,
week.
oh my
So
gosh. Do you
I'm
have
busy.
time? Do you have time to sleep in there, Jodie?
Not all the time. No, thus these. No.
So where does the business consulting side come from? I'm assuming that you were a nurse first. Is that right?
Yes, I've been a nurse for about 25 years, on
Yep.
and off. And then I grew two businesses of my own, multiple six figures, one in property tax depreciation and another one in massage therapy. And I've been where my clients are. So, this journey of helping people to grow a business, I've been there, I've done that, I've put the things in play that make a business successful. And I have a gift in seeing the problems that people have in their systems and processes. So, in the back end of their business, and how we work them out so we can scale
Amazing. So been in business now for the last couple of years.
as a
When,
permanent thing.
yeah, as
Yeah.
a permanent, when were you introduced to BNI?
When I had the property tax depreciation business, in 2006. So I was in BNI 2006 to 2011, I want to say. And BNI was integral in the growth of that business. We were in two different chapters, and we used BNI for collaboration, for partnerships, for referrals. And so I knew it worked in that style of business. So when I decided to do this permanently, it was a no-brainer, honestly, to join BNI again.
And so go back to when you first discovered BNI all those years ago.
Mm.
How were you first introduced to BNI?
Through a friend, actually. She was a financial advisor, and I actually met her at a Tony Robbins event, and she said, "Oh, you should come along. You know, you would fit really well." Being a woman in that industry at the time, it wasn't very common, and BNI was a bit more. Especially in the finance sector, there was not that many women in finance and property and business and things. So I think she was looking for a bit more girl power in her chapter.
And what was it about that first meeting that encouraged you to join?
I really loved the fact that there was so much collaboration to be had in the room. There was the opportunity to grow my business, but also I really love connecting people. So there was this opportunity. I walked in and just went, "Oh, I know someone that could help that person and that person and that person and then that person." And they were just people in my everyday life, like not necessarily my family, but other people I was doing business with already. So I liked that about it.
And so, fast forward to your current consulting business. You were saying before it was a no-brainer. Given your positive experience early on, it was a
Mhm.
no-brainer to get involved with BNI second time round.
Absolutely. Absolute. I knew the way that I had to show up to make BNI successful for me, and I knew what I wanted to bring, and that building relationship again was absolutely how I wanted it to work
Just go,
out.
just go back to what you're saying about how you had to show up. What does that mean,
Mm.
Jodie?
BNI is an opportunity for you to do something amazing with your business. It basically has everything. So it has marketing strategy, it has business strategy, it has collaboration. You've got the university, which we didn't have when I was in BNI in the 2000s. It has so many opportunities to network and meet other people. We're now online. And if you show up and you play the game, and I mean you're actually active and you participate, you can grow something amazing just from the people in your chapter without actually even having to visit other chapters.
Wow, that's amazing. Thank you for sharing that. How do you measure the success of your participation in BNI?
Okay, so I'm a bit of a high achiever. So go for green is I love it because it's a really good indicator of where I'm playing in my chapter, and I'm at the top. But also, but also, I love that. It's my little gold star to
Well,
myself.
just before you go into that, Jody, what is Go for Green? So we often get people who aren't in BNI listen to us or to watch us. So what does Go for Green mean? What are you referring to at the moment?
It's a traffic light system, and basically what it is like if you bring one visitor a month, you do one referral a week, and you have one meeting with another person in your chapter a week, and you do one education unit a week, you will be in the green. Like it's so easy to do. And people, I think the biggest problem people think is I won't have any referrals and I won't be able to bring visitors. But it's so simple because it's just about tapping into the people that you currently know, and even talking to people in Facebook groups. Like we're talking to people all the time, just offering them the opportunity to come along and be a part of something. If they don't join, that's fine too. But how do you know if you don't ask?
Look, I agree with you wholeheartedly, but you're right. A lot of people do struggle with it. So what is a tip, Jody, that you can share with perhaps members who are struggling with referrals and visitors?
Visitors particularly, I talk in like a Facebook group, hypothetically, that's in my local area. So if we were looking for a plumber, I might go in there and talk to some of the plumbers that are in that group and say, I've got a networking group. Would you like to come along? There's no obligation. And the other thing we know about BNI for the people that don't know BNI is every visitor gets about $1,500 worth of business. So to come along for a cup of tea and get around $1,500 business, it's a no-brainer. So I use Facebook groups a lot for. I also network a lot outside of BNI, so I bring people from those other network groups along, and then referrals. It's much the same strategy.
You're a busy lady. Like you said,
Yeah.
you got your nursing, you got your consulting, you're doing networking at BNI, outside of BNI. Amazing. You certainly are a high achiever.
Yeah.
How has your business evolved since joining BNI, Jody, and what role has networking played in that growth?
So I started at Rising Tide when they weren't a chapter yet, so a pre-formed chapter, which was like maybe May last year. And I had had a couple of clients in my business, and I was kind of working out what was going to be the best fit for business for me. So the things I can attribute to BNI is getting referrals and getting people through my business, seeing what works the best for me personally, and what works for my clients. Um, and then the other things that have come from it is I've had a lot of opportunity to speak in front of other networking groups, like my ability to speak in front of groups has really improved because you have to do that every week. But looking for that kind of stuff, it's actually come to me through referrals in BNI. Like, oh, Jodie, you'd be really great to go and talk about mentoring, or go to that event and talk about systems. Like, it's come through meeting other people. So yeah, lots of opportunities that are outside monetary, which I've gained monetarily too. Like, that's a win, but the other ways too.
What advice would you give to new BNI members to make the most out of their membership?
The first thing I would say is be yourself. Try whatever you don't know how to do, ask for help, because you have a team of people in your chapter, and everyone is really, really happy to help each other. You're not alone. That's why you joined BNI, is to actually have the opportunity to ask for assistance and work it. Like, work it for what it is. Use it as your networking group, use it as your marketing tool, use it as your sales team of people, because if you train everyone to talk about your business like you're going to talk about theirs, you're saving yourself a lot of time and energy, and you're doing it like maybe a couple of hours a week.
What's next for your business? You got any exciting projects or plans on the horizon?
Yes, I am developing a program specifically for trades at the moment, which is a done for you service. So I have a team of people that are working with me, VAs and a few other groups, and we're doing a program specifically for people in the trades industry, helping them get over being the bottleneck in their business. So we're kind of a done for you service that involves the coaching side. That's being rolled out as we speak.
Oh, that sounds very exciting. And what about the nursing and the consulting business? How much longer would you like to keep that going before you perhaps focus on the consulting side?
I think I'll always be a nurse. People ask, this is a really commonly asked one. I think
Yeah.
people assume that if you start one thing, you're going to exit out of it.
Mhm.
I don't think I'll ever leave nursing. I love being a nurse, but I like variety, and being a nurse all the time is hard. So I would like to be able to drop down in nursing, but also maybe do community work or something like that. That's more where my heart sings than just doing nursing for the money.
How do you see your relationship with BNI evolving as your business grows, Jodie?
Oh, I'm not leaving anytime soon. I love it.
Fantastic. If you could share one piece of wisdom with our listeners, whether they're BNI members or not, what would that piece of wisdom be?
Tell your story, talk about your business, and keep talking about your business, because if you're keeping that a secret inside yourself, it makes it really, really hard for other people to know about what you do. And it makes it really, really hard to actually get your business out there. Talk about it.
Well, it comes down to awareness, doesn't it? As opposed to like you said, being quite secretive. So let the whole world know about it. Great advice. Thanks, Jodie. How can listeners learn more about you, your business, or get in touch with you?
I'm on LinkedIn as my name, jodieeade.com or whatever it is. I have a website, jodieeade.com. I'm on Instagram. That's probably a bit more of my sassy personality. So if you're not up for sass, probably don't go to Instagram. And I'm not really on Facebook. I'm just on Facebook as myself. So yeah, LinkedIn's probably the place, and my website.
Excellent, very good. Well, hey, Jodie, thank you. Thank you for being here. Hey, that wraps up another episode of the BNI Effect. I hope that you enjoyed today's discussion, and I want to extend a massive thank you to our guest today, Jodie Eade, for sharing her
Thank you.
insights with us. And what a high achiever. If you found value in today's episode, don't forget to subscribe to the BNI Effect on your favorite podcast platform, or leave us a review. And until next time, give more, trust more, grow more.